Right, so welcome to our flexibility and mobility session today. My name is Jennifer, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. We're actually going to start today just in a seated position. So what's in store for us in the next half hour is just taking a little time, taking a little break to focus on our hip mobility, a little bit of core strength, and some posture work. So speaking of posture, as we find our seat, find a cross-legged position or anything that's comfortable for you, we're going to stack your shoulders on top of your hips and think about me taking a string at the crown of your head. I want you to think about sitting up nice and tall, keeping this tall posture. Let's take an inhale. Both arms reach up. So as you exhale, we're going to bring our right finger pads to the mat, and you're going to lift up and out of your waist on the left side. So just a side body bend. Good. Inhale, coming back to center, and then just flowing over to the other side. Left finger pads touch down. So we just move at a pace that feels good for you. Inhale, we travel upward. Exhale, we lift up and out of your waist. That's it. Just side to side. Good. Inhale. So working with a little bit of breath here today. As you exhale, you're trying to find a little bit more length. Every time we cartwheel the hands up and over, reaching the body long. Inhale, exhale, two more each side. Yeah, just traveling, feeling that space between our ribs start to open up and around. Good. Last one each direction. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, finding some more length with each exhale. One more time. Inhale up and over. Exhale. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Both arms come up. Can you interlace your fingers and push your palms towards me? Then you're going to press the palms up towards the ceiling and then find that side bend. Now go to the right. Can you shift your gaze underneath your left armpit? Finding that space in your lats. Inhale. And then exhale, coming back up to center. Good. Again, let's take the palms down. Press them towards me. Scoop your belly in. Reach up, lift up, look up. And then little side bend to the left, looking under your right armpit. Good. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can deepen that side bend just a little more. Awesome job. Coming back to your center. Let's take your palms ahead of your shins and come forward into a tabletop position. So finding a little bit of movement here, we're going to trace circles with your hips. So I want you to think about just moving your tailbone. Big giant circles with your tailbone. Check in with what you're feeling in your lower back here today. Awesome. And let's go ahead and shift those circles in the opposite direction. Opposite direction there, making those circles as big as you like. And then let's just find a little bit of stillness here. Okay, so looking down at your knees, we're going to stack the knees right underneath your hips, and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Let's move through 5 cat-cows. Breath in. So thoracic mobility. As you exhale, tuck your chin, round your upper back and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, let's dip the belly, arch your spine, lift your heart forward, lift your chest through. That's 1. Again, let's press, tuck, and round. Curl your tailbone under. Really separate the shoulder blades, and then moving through cow, dip your belly, arch your back, exaggerate that arch. Again, press and round, tuck the tailbone. This is 3 cat. Inhale, exhale, moving with your breath, taking it long. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, round. So the purpose is to feel the shoulder blades really pull apart here. Dip your belly, arch your back, pull your sternum through to cow. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, tuck and round. Oh, big stretch on your rhomboids across your scapula, and then dip your belly. This is a great opportunity to check in with your posture. Let's come back to neutral. So extending your left leg out, we're going to extend your right arm out, and we're going to hover and hold opposite leg and arm extension. From here, let's tuck the knee to the elbow as you round your spine. We're going to exhale to tuck and inhale to reach it out. So we're rounding, turning on the core, little core activation here today. Exhale to round, knee to elbow. Keep pressing out of your left palm as much as you can. This is 4. Reach it out. Last one this side. Exhale. Reaching long, hold it for 3. Feeling the muscles in the back of the body turning on for 2. Yeah, try to wrap the left hip down and square your hips off for 1. Beautiful job, guys. Tap the right hand down. Let the left knee find the mat. Big toes together, moving back into a child's pose here. So allow your sitting bones to find your heels. Big inhale. And then I like to take a little sway side to side here. This really gets into my hips. But if stillness is for you, take what you need. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, can you melt your sternum any closer to your mat? Forehead is grounding down. Inhale, fill up the space in your back body. Big exhale out of your mouth, let everything out. Again, inhale to fill. Exhale to get empty. Moving back to our tabletop. All right, sending your right leg out. Left arm out, opposite arm, opposite leg reaches here. Let's take that elbow to knee. So we round into cat as you tap your right knee, left elbow, and then reach it back out. We have 5. Exhale, round and tuck. Yes, good, Elizabeth. So core activation here. Go again. Exhale, round and tap. This is 3 of our 5. Reach it out. Last 2, exhale, round and tap. Ooh, I'm really tight in my back today. One more time. Exhale, round to touch. Extend left arm, right leg. Hold it up further for just a moment here. It's 3, 2, and 1. Take the left palm to the floor. One more time. Find that wide-legged child's. This time, can you take your hands to the upper right corner of your mat? So I'm lifting my left palm and I'm laying it on the back of my right hand. See if you can find some more space behind your left armpit into your lat. Big inhale. Big exhale. Really nice way to move our body at noon, you guys. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's crawl the finger pads towards the middle of the mat. And then looking to the top left corner, pick up the right hand and let's lay it down on top of the back of your left. Sending breath right underneath your right armpit. Inhale. And then exhale, press that right palm down into the back of your left hand. Nice work, everyone. Take one more full breath here. Inhale. And then exhale, let's walk ourselves back to center. You're gonna pull your heels up off your bum up off your heels, curl your toes, and let's take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So let's pedal the feet out here, one at a time, really focusing on bending one knee deeply as you root the opposite heel to your mat. Spreading your fingers wide, pressing out of your palms. This looks great, you guys. Keep working through there. Good. So we're walking this dog. Let's go 3 more on each side. We'll go 2. All right, I don't know about you, but my hips have been tight, tight, tight. So let's do this together. Let's bring your feet together, big toes to touch at the back of your mat. So we're gonna kick your right leg up and back for a 3-legged dog. So don't worry about how high up that right leg gets. You're gonna take it as high as you can and still focusing on rooting your left heel down. So your left heel is connecting with your mat as much as you can. Notice that shift into the back of your left hamstring. Take a breath. Now, as we exhale, you're gonna bring your knee to your nose and you're actually gonna step your right foot forward, right between your thumbs at the top of your mat. And let's land your left knee down. Release your back toes and we'll just sweep up into a low lunge here. Good, so checking in that this right knee is stacked over your right ankle bone. Yeah, do a little bit of movement here in the hips, inhale. So this is your option to stay here in this posture. If you want to take it a little bit further, we can grab a hold of your left wrist with your right. So looping your fingers around and making a little shift laterally to your right side. Whew, that's nice. So right leg is forward, left leg is back in this low lunge. The mobility is there in our hips. Now let's take a breath here. Open up the arms and frame your front foot. We're gonna shift this through to a little forward and back lubricating of your hips. So I want you to fold as you straighten over top of your right foot, pull the toe towards your nose, and then exhale, shift back forward. So one breath, one movement. So we're gonna inhale, hips go back, tailbone goes towards your back heel. and then forward. You got it, good. So a little bit of movement for the right hamstring and then your left hip flexor as you go forward. Yeah, that's a good adjustment, Elizabeth. A little hard on that knee. Good. And take it forward. You got it. So we're just rocking back and forth between these two postures. Excellent. Let's check in with that right hamstring. Take it back. And you can move at a pace at home that feels good for you. So if you want to stay and pause in the posture a little bit longer, feel free. This is still just a way to dynamically stretch. So we're still sort of warming up the hip joint for 2. And take it forward. Feels so good. Last one here. Come on forward to that low lunge. Now, let's curl your back toes under. Straighten out your left leg. So you're picking up that left leg. Good. Can you walk the left hand to the inside of your right instep and just spin open? Thoracic spine twist here. So we're getting a little, yeah, really good. So mobility through our T-spine. Hold it. You might play with the idea of shifting your gaze up and over your right shoulder. Yes, beautiful job, you guys. Stay in. When you are ready, we're gonna unwind this twist. Can you frame your front foot? So you might have to heel toe that right foot in a little bit. And we're gonna step and drag this right leg up and back, right? To find your 3-legged dog here, reaching that up. Awesome job. Take that stretch in the left hamstring. So good. Really nice, everyone. Tap your right toes down. Bend your knees, take them wide. Find a wide-legged child. Yeah, really nice into our lower back here. Try to connect the palms down, root into your forearms. Inhale. And an exhale out of your mouth. I always find that I don't take enough time to really focus on mobility. We forget about those important things when we're trying to get all our other workouts in. So good for you for taking time and taking one more full breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, let's go ahead and pull your bum up off your heels. Curl your toes under, walk your dog. So take your time. Really feel that rolling up on all 5 toe mounts. So as you bend the knee, you're pressing out of your toes and out of your palms. Slowly, slowly taking your time with this. We have 2 more on each side. Yeah, your hamstrings will love you for this later. Last one on each side. All right, coming back to your center. Big toes to touch at the back of your mat. Narrow stance down dog. Kick your left leg up. And then try to reach the toes up towards the sky as you press your right heel down. Checking in with your right hamstring. Inhale. So this is one smooth movement here if you can, guys. Looking to the top of your mat, you're gonna bend your left knee and step that left foot right forward and through. That's it, Elizabeth, good. Drop your right knee down, lovely. Release the back toes and sweep the arms up. So this is our low lunge on our left side. So you might need to heel toe and creep your foot up a little bit. If your knee looks like this at home, that's a lot of pressure on our knees. So let's see if you can sneak that front foot forward to make a nice 90-degree angle here. Arms lift up. Good. Take a hold of your right wrist if you want to deepen this a little bit and move laterally into the left side. Ooh. I'm definitely getting warm here. Take an inhale. Okay, so let's try that little flossing of the hip joint. Let's release the hands, frame your front knee, finger pads find the floor. We're gonna fold over your left leg, and then we inhale, take your hips forward. So it's just a nice, easy rocking forward and back. And hopefully what you notice as you continue to move is a little bit more heat and a little bit more depth with each one. So again, long inhales, long exhales, connecting your movement with your breath at home. Good. Last 2 of each. Inhale takes you back. Exhale, taking it forward. So I notice that I've got quite a bit more tension in my left side than my right today. Okay, on your last one, take it back. Shift it forward. Okay, we did this on the other side. Curl your right toes under, the back toes curl under, zip up your leg. Now, option, bring the right hand a little closer to your instep, and let's see if we can open into this T-spine twist. Try to zip up your right thigh. Really squeeze your right quadricep. Support your body from your core. One more breath here. Inhale. All right, let's unravel this twist. Frame your front foot. Plant your palms. We're going to drag this left foot up and back. Find your three-legged dog. Once again, really reaching out of the left toes. Inhale. As you exhale, let's tap the left toes down to meet your right. Let's walk our dog one more time. Pedaling out the heels here. Inhale, exhale. Take what you need from this shape. A lot of work for the shoulders here too. Isometric work in this downward facing dog shape. Nice work, everyone. Settle into the heels. And then let's slowly take yourself back to your tabletop. Tap your knees to the floor and show me some of those hip circles again. So what I want you to think about now, check in with your hips here. We started off with this 20 minutes ago, and then we did a little bit of those slower hip openers. Check in to see if you have any more room, any more space. Maybe not. That's okay too. All right, take a breath. And then let's find some stillness here. So I have a feeling that my ladies today are working from home. So I would love to take an opportunity to get into our thoracic spine. So I'm going to show you from the front. We're going to stay in our quadruped and thread the needle. So inhale, we're going to open the right arm up. Okay, really reach that right arm as much as you can to stack on top of your left. And then as you exhale, we're going to thread it underneath the left forearm. So with one breath, one movement. Inhale, open your right arm up through your nose. And then exhale, come and thread that right arm under. It goes again. Inhale, reaches up. Exhale, thread it down. We got one more. Inhale, take it up and open. Now this time as you come under, you're gonna lay that right arm down. See if you can let your right ear touch the floor. And let the weight go into your right shoulder. That's it. Good. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale out of your mouth. Yeah, good. Now this left hand, Elizabeth, you might want to reach it up and around. So if you want to deepen this, the bind looks like this. We take the left arm up, we bend the elbow, and we reach for our right hip crease. So if that's not there for you today, that's okay too. You can keep the stability with the left hand down. You should feel a nice deep stretch across the back of your right shoulder here. Take one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, if the bind is there, take the left hand back down to find your mat. Pressing out of your left palm, inhale, reach your right arm up one more time. And then exhale, allow the right hand to touch down. You got it, good. Let's try the same thing on the left side. So we're gonna reach up, spin open, really peel the chest open, spread your fingers super wide here, and then exhale, thread it through. So again, inhale, we're moving with breath comes in, and then exhale. Again, two more, inhale, reach. Try to find a little bit more space every time, if you can, on this mobility. One more, right through your thoracic spine. This time, you're gonna lay it all the way down, you guys. Thread it under. Look over your right shoulder. Let your left ear tap down. So it might be saying something to you if you're, I'm quite a bit tighter here as well. So my whole left side is a little bit more congested than my right. If you wanna reach your right arm up, you can do so. Bending your right elbow, start to pull that right shoulder back. Inhale. And exhale. Whew. We have one more breath. Inhale up. And exhale to release. Beautiful job, you guys. If you have the bind, take your right hand down. Find the floor first. Let's spin open one more time. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Take it up. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. Whew. Little circles one more time for our hips. So the transition here, you guys, is gonna be a little jump through. So we're gonna take the hips up, find your last downward dog. Now this is a little trust factor for yourself. Just try. This might be a little tricky, but just try. Lift your heels, bend your knees a lot. You're gonna spring load yourself so that you can hop, cross at the ankles and see if you can land down at the top. Yes, Elizabeth, good job. Kick your legs out in front. I promised you a little bit of core, right? So let's work into boat pose here. Take your hands, gather up behind your knees. Let's lift your right leg up, okay? This is half boat. Good. Let's see if we can peel the left leg up, half boat. Perfect. So turning on your abdominal muscles here. Maybe you start to experiment with taking one arm, two arms off. This could be you today as well at home. You might start to play with extending the legs out. We have 4 breaths. You got it. 3. Last 2. And slower than you'd like. Can you slowly make your way all the way onto your back body? 3, 2, shoulder blades connect. Whew, it's 1. Great job. Reach around both knees. Hug your knees to your chest. So this is just essentially a reverse child's pose, right? Knees are wide, big toes to touch. We're pulling the knees in, circling them out. Again, looking for movement, certain space here. Let's tap the toes to the mat. Let's do a little glute activation. Your heels are in the mat. Let's take a breath in. As you exhale, push into your heels and lift your tailbone up. Yeah, we're moving into bridge pose. Can you squeeze your inner thighs together like I've popped a little block between your thighs? Press into your heels as you take your hips up. We hold for 3. We're gonna go into thread the needle in a moment. It's 2 for our glute mobility. Inhale, exhale, it's 1. Slowly lay your body back down. Let's lift the right leg up and we're gonna cross the right ankle bone over your left knee. Okay, so if this is you today and you feel something, we can stay here, but option to take the arms through the window. So your right hand reaches through the window we've created and we loop our fingertips behind the back of our left knee. Whew. So again, I like to take this side to side, little circles with my left knee. And to really activate this stretch, can you think about pressing your right ankle bone into your knee and then your knee back into your ankle bone? Yeah, it's like we're massaging the muscles in our spine as we stretch the muscles and open them up in the outside of our right hip and glute area, our piriformis. Oh, and I'm going to find a little stillness here and see if I can make this a little bit more active. So I'm pulling the left knee towards my armpit on the left side, and I'm pressing my right knee out to externally rotate. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's intense. So if it's too much, I want you to take what you need from this posture for 2. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so this one's always a little tricky to teach on the screen, but just follow me, follow my words. We're gonna let the left foot come down onto the floor. Keep your right ankle exactly as it is. The hands are gonna come out to the side with your palms down. Can you lift your pelvis up and shift it to the left about 1 inch? We're gonna slowly use this right ankle bone to pull your left knee across to the outer corner of the right side of your mat. Yes, you got it. So your top leg is like a lever. It's binding the left knee over. And then you might shift your gaze over your left shoulder, trying to keep that left shoulder blade down as much as we can. Big breath in through your nose. As you exhale, see if you can deepen that twist anymore. And then slowly make your way out of that bind. Beautiful job, you guys. Let's take the pelvis back to the middle. Bring the soles of the feet together. Grab onto your ankle bones here and work a butterfly stretch. So this is the opposite to our glutes, right? Our adductors. So when we're working for balance, we always try to make sure that we equally address muscles that oppose each other so that we have a balanced pelvis, balanced body here. Whew. All right, when you're ready, let's release the bind. Tap your feet to the floor, heels drive down. Let's come up into your bridge one more time. So glute activation here. We're squeezing the big muscles of your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back, reaching the arms up, really turning everything on. Squeeze your inner thighs together like you're catching a block between your thighs for 3, 2, slowly lay yourself down. Beautiful job, guys. Let's take the left ankle and cross it over your right knee, setting up for thread the needle on the left. Okay, so looping your fingers, if it's accessible to you, to grab behind your right hamstring there. Yes, and again, maybe you start to trace circles with this right side. So what's interesting about this, and just notice in your own body, if you are a little tighter on one side than the other, that's really, really normal. And the reason why we do unilateral work, which is one side versus the other, is so that we can address the imbalances that are in our body. So you might not get as far on one side as the other, and that's okay. We're just working towards a more balanced body, mind and body, finding some stillness here. Oh, that's a lot tighter on this side. All right, so let's try this, okay? Step by step, follow my words, please. Take your left foot down, right foot down to the floor. Your right foot lands. Hands come out to the side. We're gonna lift the pelvis and shift it to the right side of your mat 1 inch. Slowly start to pull on the outside of your right knee with your left ankle bone and find your twist. This one is, I always find really hard to teach online. You got it though. So, oh, I just got a little crack in my back there. You might get an adjustment through center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And big exhale. And when you're ready, let's slowly make our way back up to center. Awesome. Shift your pelvis back to neutral. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight little squeeze and like a tight little ball. Everything is contracted. Hold it for 3. Nose to knees if you can. 2. And on 1, can you rock back, roll yourself up, and let's flip over onto our front. Last little bit of work and chance to balance out with our core. Let's try moving into a forearm plank. So your elbows are going to stack underneath your shoulders. Press your toes into your mat and pull your hips up. So we're going to balance. So option is to work with the modified option with knees down. If you feel strong enough to maintain a strong pelvic posture here, zip up your abs and straighten those legs out. We're going to hover and hold, looking down at the mat between your thumbs. Remember to breathe here. Abs back, chest, shoulders working together. We might be getting a little bit of a shake here. That's good. We stay in for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay your body down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up and back. And we're going to come right up onto your knees, rolling up. So last little bit of stretch here. Let's take your right leg out into gate pose. So your right leg is straight, your left leg is stacked under. We're going to cartwheel the arms up. So your right arm reaches up over your head as your left finger pads find the floor. Can you squeeze your right glute cheek and tuck your hips under? Exhale, cartwheel the arms up and over. So we did something really similar seated at the beginning of this little flow. So inhale, let's spin it around again. Cartwheel, 1 breath takes you over. And then exhale, coming up and just moving through space. It should feel really nice for you at home, ladies. Inhale, up and over. Okay, now when we're here, pause here for me. Can you continue the right arm coming down? And it's gonna land in front of you. We're gonna cross the left hand, walk the right arm. So your finger pads are gonna be forward. So from the side, it looks like this. Yes, this is still straight. Let's take your chest forward and then rock it back. So again, last little bit of hip mobility here, pushing forward and back. So we should feel a really nice deep stretch within the right inner thigh. Whew. I know I've increased my walking a lot throughout COVID, and I do find if I don't stretch, I feel it in the morning when it's time to get up and go again. All right, so walk the hands back and then roll yourself up, and we'll switch to the other side. So the right knee anchors, right knee stacks under your right shoulder. Let's take that gate pose on your left. Inhale, arms reach up. So let's cartwheel to the right first this time. Cartwheel the right finger pads down, reaching up and out of your left side, and then moving with your breath, just flowing through the space here. Good. Inhale, exhale. Movement with breath feels really nice. So last one here to the right. And up and over. Now, when your right finger pads land this time, can you take them down? And then walk the left hand in front of you. Let it find the earth. And then walk over, over. And then we're ready to come forward towards me and then back. Oh, so good. Exhale. Really nice, everyone at home. Remember that breath. Inhale takes you forward. Exhale takes you back. A couple more. Really honoring your body and your hips with this slow movement. Last one. All right, so from here, instead of coming up, can you bend the left knee in and just arrive in your tabletop? Let's curl our toes, finishing off with this last downward facing dog shape today. And then this one's simple. You're gonna kind of do this in two parts. We're gonna walk our feet forward a few steps, and then we're gonna crawl our hands back so we're meeting in this forward fold in the middle of your mat. Can you scoop up your arms into ragdoll? So let your head be really heavy here. Shake it out. Soften your jaw. Relax the space between your eyes, so your third eye. Beautiful work, you guys. And on your next breath, let's just circle to stand. You're gonna inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Take a big breath in to reach up. And then let's find one last little bind here. Can you release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back, press your knuckles towards the floor. Take your feet a little wider than hips. Last fold, inhale. So this is leading with the chest, ladies. Push your breastbone forward as you dive over your thighs. And then just allow your arms to float away from your tailbone, any amount. Pressing the knuckles towards the ceiling. If that's too intense, you can lower the arms. To make us stand a little bit taller, release. And then round your spine up. And then take one more big inhale here. Really good positive energy in for your day. Exhale, bring it down close to your heart. Good job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this mobility stretch session. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon.